this works. And why do they have to sell their souls to the devil for fame? Because the devil believes that the kind of money and wealth that you are given and fame is not what you should be getting at the age you're getting it. There is something called time. There are people that their time says your billions come at the age of 40. There are people that their time says your billions will arrive at the age of 50, 45, 60. But you want it at the age of 19. You want it at the age of 20, 15, 16. You gotta pay a huge price for that. So that's what happens with selling of souls to the devil.
After the death of Ifeanyi, davido pikin, davido do something wey be say it will shock everybody. Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel, True Dreams with Lady T. Is your sister, your friend, this is your girl. This is the first time you just didn't get post for YouTube, you never subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on our page, consider to do that so you don't miss any of our videos. Thank you so much for coming around today and God bless. So this is our channel, Natori. Now they talking na pidgin English with the Nakawatori for here. We're not just here to talk, but if you share this video, I believe together we could save someone today. So my people, today's story, we still there on davido matter wey dey social media. So something happen, something new. Now say me I still bring her come, I can't let you know wetin davido do after his son don't go meet Baba God. It go shock so many people. I know say this time na hard time, but a lot of things is still dey follow. But before I come tell you now the shocking thing wey davido do after the death of his son, I just want more than listen to this brother Okechukwu Joseph, wey be say he na Nollywood actor before, but he don dey stay for America now. And he still dey sabi all these spiritual things and all that. I just want more than listen to her. Then I go tell you now the shocking story of wetin davido do after his son don go meet Baba God.
I don't want to pretend. I'm being very honest with you, and I believe I'm not alone when I say that I felt like the child that was lost was my biological child. The boy was too precious. The boy was a star in the making, bigger star than his dad. And the devil came and took him. So as soon as this happened, too many people started writing me because they already know how much I know about stuff that go on in the entertainment industry, both in Africa and Hollywood, wherever. You have some knowledge. And everybody was writing, Joe, what do you think? Do you think it was a sacrifice? Do you think davido sacrificed his child and stuff like that? So I'm making this video not because I have done any proper research into this situation, because usually I will just take my time and research stuff and then I will speak with a tone of finality. But that's not the case here. But what I'm going to do is help you understand what I believe may have happened to Ifeanyi. And then I can compare it to the ones that has happened or that have happened to so many other stars in Hollywood and other places, and see whether they bear some semblance. If you ask me, Ifeanyi was a sacrifice. Pure sacrifice. Because if you look at the story surrounding the death of Ifeanyi, it bears all the hallmarks, it bears all the trappings of a typical ritual sacrifice situation. From everything I've researched in my life about ritual sacrifices for fame in Hollywood and in the entertainment industry. How can you have all those people in davido's house and this my precious boy just snuck out, and none of them, not the nanny, not all the other people, caregivers and every other person in the house, nobody saw him in that big house, and he just took off and went straight to the pool? Nobody, no neighbor, no bystander, nobody around anywhere saw this boy, and the guy had already died underneath the water in the pool. And it took another 20 plus minutes to locate. Are you kidding me? What kind of story is this? This was a sacrifice. Personal opinion. they sacrificed him on the Halloween day. When they sacrificed Whitney Houston, it was during the Grammy. They always find all those little things, little moments and times and seasons, because we don't know about numerology. So they know about numbers. They put numbers together and they know when to sacrifice who. When Diana died, they also had to deal with numbers. You don't know all these things, but that's what makes me believe strongly that Ifeanyi was sacrificed. I have not really dug deep into all the things I need to dig into, and that's why I'm just giving you personal opinion, what I believe. And in the future, if I have the time to dig into it, I will be sure to let you know what I found out, if Davido knew about it or if he didn't know about it. Because there are two scenarios that you must consider when these things happen. The first one is that the artist is aware it will happen, so they put up a show, prior to when the thing happens. And when it happens, of course, there's going to be reaction and all of that. Okay, they dramatize all kinds of stuff. That's the first scenario. The second scenario, as in the case of Kanye West, is you don't know it's coming. They don't prepare you to let you know that it's coming. For people who do not know, the devil literally sits atop the entertainment industry. And that's why over 90% of all the big names you know today had to sell their souls to the devil. Katy Perry said, I wanted to be like the Emmy Grant of music, but it did not work out, so I sold my soul to the devil. Kanye West said, I sold my soul to the devil. A lot of them. Eminem had done songs where he talked about selling his soul to the devil, and he did another one where he said, be careful what you wish for. And so many, Snoop Dogg and Nicki Minaj and all these people sold their souls to the devil. And when you sell your soul to the devil, you are equipped with a demon, because now the devil owns your soul. So the Holy Spirit or your human spirit does not have the right anymore to stay in your soul. So the person that you sold your soul to then replaces whatever spirit is in your soul with his own spirit. So that's why a demon is released into you immediately, and that demon is now what they call alter ego. That's how this works. And why do they have to sell their soul to the devil for fame? Because the devil believes that the kind of money and wealth that you are given and fame is not what you should be getting at the age you're getting it. There is something called time. There are people that their time says your billions come at the age of 40. There are people that their time says your billions will arrive at the age of 50, 45, 60. But you want it at the age of 19. You want it at the age of 20, 15, 16. You got to pay a huge price for that. So that's what happens with selling of souls to the devil. Because all the machinery that will spread you around the world and make you famous, everywhere they announce your name, people will stampede to get there, to touch you, to see you, to watch you. Your stadia all over the world are sold out just for you to perform for a few minutes. Everywhere you walk, people faint. Women take off their bras and panties and throw it at you, and man, you are on top of the world. The devil says you don't have the capacity to make all of that happen. I do. So I need your soul. I don't even need your money, because I'm making the money through you. So what I need is your soul. That's what matters to me, just so that at the end of the day, you end up in hell. That's what the devil is, a soul merchant. That's what he's doing with these people. So it's a win-win for him. He uses a celebrity to disseminate demons to the world, to push ideologies that are satanic from the pit of hell, to change and bend minds away from God. And at the end of the day, he still takes the soul of that same artist. Back in the days, they used to be very explicit and open about it. They tell you, come to the crossroads. When you come to the crossroads, you're met with a guy who talks to you about, are you ready? And then you go yes, I'm ready. And then you end up in some room somewhere where you sign your name in blood. They don't do all those things anymore. Today, it's almost like the agreement, the terms of agreement you see on your phone, a brand new phone or device you bought. How many times have you clicked on that thing to read all of it? Don't we all do the same thing? We all rush to where they accept it and then click accept. That's what is happening today with all these new artists. They don't pay attention to the kind of deals they're signing today. You may fly to the US or to Bahamas or somewhere to go sign an agreement to become a big guy in the industry. Some label has signed you up in America or signed you up in the UK, and then suddenly your music is going worldwide and you're like, woo, on top of the world. Nobody made you sign your name in blood, but the agreement you signed came with the package of losing someone or some people that are so dear to you, it will hurt you for a very long time to come. Example, Kanye West. Kanye West's mom was a university professor. Dunda, that's her name. University professor. What university professor wouldn't want her child to pursue academics all the way down to maybe doctorate degree? What university professor? But Kanye said, look, this is what I want to do. And she found out that education up to college level was standing in the way of this guy becoming what he really wants to be in life. And she did not only let Kanye go to pursue his dream, she also resigned from her job and followed Kanye to keep an eye on him to nurture that dream. So Donda obviously was everything to Kanye because she raised that boy by herself. Only her. That's why there was nobody closer to Kanye West than his mom. His mom was the air that he was breathing. His mom was his everything. So obviously this was the prime target for the devil. So when they took the mom from him, it was a pure ritual sacrifice for his fame. But you know what? You can't find those videos anywhere today. I remember very clearly how that when this happened, Kanye was seen in some videos where he was throwing tantrums, angry at his handlers and friends in the industry, senior colleagues, telling them, you guys didn't tell me this is how it's going to be. Nobody prepared me for this. You can't find those videos anymore. He knew that this was a sacrifice. And so he got so angry and decided he was going to spend the rest of his life exposing the Illuminati and their hands in the industry and all this selling of soul business. He even made a movie at a point to expose the demons that go into people and possess them when they actually sell their souls to the devil. And the industry wouldn't let him release the movie. Kanye was ready to fight them, but he can't. He's too small to fight the powers that be. And so his life just spiraled out of control. So this Kanye that you see today that breaks down once in a while and says stuff and does things, it all began from that moment. He wasn't always a very quiet guy, but he never was like this until the mother died. He just lost it. What about Eminem? How many of you have seen the music video Toy Soldiers? If you watch Toy Soldiers, you see Eminem's best friend in the world. Not even his wife or children could compare to Proof in his life. Proof was his blood, like everything to him. And if you watch Toy Soldiers, you'll find out that Proof was shot and killed in the music video of Toy Soldiers. The same manner he was shot and killed in that music video was the manner in which he was sacrificed in real life. Eminem has not been the same from that moment till today. Eminem started writing songs, started writing all kinds of stuff, exposing the whole deal with the devil in my dad. He began to fight just like Kanye. Unfortunately, you can only do so much. Jennifer Hudson lost family members, about 3 or 4, in one moment. It was her sacrifice and pay what she had to pay for her fame. The list is endless. I can show you celebrities who lost young children in their prime. I can show you celebrities whose children drowned in the pool. And many of them were not aware that this was going to happen. Some of them knew it was going to happen. Usually when these sacrifices are made, you are paying for the fame you already have, and you are also paying most of the time for the fame that will happen afterwards. So they explode in so much fame. But even after the explosion, most of them begin to spiral out of control. Psychological problems. They become very depressed. They are no longer themselves anymore. They are a shadow of themselves. So even though opportunities have now increased by virtue of their sacrifice, they can't tap into these opportunities because they have lost something too dear to them. They are also human beings. So that's why they would go for the best thing in your life. Makes sense why they had to take Ifeanyi away. So from everything I've seen, Ifeanyi was their sacrifice. And if David wasn't aware, you need to put him in prayers, because his life after this, doesn't matter how many more children they end up having, his life after this is not going to be very stable. If you follow every single thing that I have documented over the last 15 years on these kinds of situations, Burna Boy got to be careful, because he's another standout star that's gone global right now. All this fame, it comes at a price. Burna, I don't know what kind of advice to give, because what would I say to him? Am I going to tell him to pull back from where he's at? The fame has come. He's there now. But just know that the devil will always come for a pound of his flesh. And in conclusion, what I can tell you is that I personal opinion, believe that Ifeanyi was a sacrifice. Thankfully, they took him in his state of innocence. So I know for sure that Ifeanyi is in heaven right now. And that's the only consolation that we can all have. That he's in heaven and he did not taste hell. And I pray that the Most High will continue to rest him. That he will continue to enjoy the beauty of living in eternity in the presence of the maker of heaven and earth.
This is a sad story. Brother Ikechukwu Joseph, he might be right on his own opinion. Davido, right now, this is the time for people to pray for him. This is the time for him to seek the face of God. Because right now, Davido, I'm not sure say if he get himself, but I pray that God will help him. The shocking story will be say I want to tell you now, my people. After the son don't go meet Baba God, Davido finally reached his Instagram page. He deletes all the posts will be saying don't put for there for a very long time. Both the post will be say it a promote Puma, even the one with sportswear giants, and many collection will be say it don't put for there. Even the write-up when he still write say we rise by lifting up others. He delete all of them. Not only that one, my people, he could still unfollow some America people. Now they understand me so. He unfollow some people. So important occasion when be say they don't book am, when be say supposed to go sing, he cancel everything. So you can see say Davido now for him to get himself, I know say God go help him. Now the shocking thing be that, because when someone don't lose somebody wey be say e dey very close to am and he love that person so much, e dey hard. If you look wetin brother Ikechukwu Joseph talk now, he shook mouth put for many celebrity. If you look the bunch, the same thing happen to am. Up to today, una don hear say the band don release another song. Even if say you get other children, that one e go still dey pain you. Na im be the koko for inside this matter. So my people, I don't know what you think about this whole story. So we continue to pray that God Almighty will give Chioma and Davido the strength, the heart to bear this great loss. Thank you so much for watching. Please, you can leave your opinion down there. What do you think about this whole story? What do you think about Davido and Chioma? Your opinion is very, very important. And also, help us share this video to help someone today. We are not just here to talk. We are here to say a story that will change life, that will touch life, that will also change situation of things. If you share this video, I believe you will help someone today. If you never subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on our page, consider to do that so you don't miss any of our videos. I remain your sister, your friend, your girl, your pikin, anyone you call me, I did there for you. Children's Bright Life with Lady T. See you on my next video. Bye.
If there is anything that is bothering you, my friend, please say it so others will learn. Bring it to True Dreams with Lady T, and God will be your strength. Bring it to True Dreams with Lady T, and God will see